This is a story about genes.
My father had polycystic kidneys.
And family.
We didn't know it at the time when we were young.
Gene Okun has his father's genes.
Lo and behold, it came and he ended up on dialysis.
Some of them good.
I was a bodybuilder for many years and a power lifter.
Some not so good.
The long and short of it is I inherited it from my father. It creates a lot of difficulties in my life.
Difficult is how life is when you have polycystic kidney disease.
The patients who have this genetic defect or mutation will start forming kidney cysts. Those are fluid-filled sacs in the kidney. So as they're growing, the kidney starts to fill with fluids and kind of grow and grow. They have multiple cysts, and that damages the kidney, leading to kidney failure.
In my situation, the average kidney is supposed to be size of your fist.
Gene's are quite a bit bigger. In fact, his kidneys might well be the largest kidneys ever recorded. Over time, Gene went from looking like this to this.
We're not quite sure how big because I can't do a full scan properly with dye, but the guess is that they're over 10 pounds each or more. It really kind of affects everything in my life.
And the larger they got, the worse they functioned. And though he has his father's genes, Gene didn't want to end up like his father.
We chose a different path.
Instead of letting himself deteriorate until he had to go on dialysis, he decided to seek a kidney transplant.
The doctors that I had gone to before, the surgeons, had all given me different opinions on how they thought they were going to do this thing.
Not satisfied with what he was hearing, someone suggested he go see Dr. Mayo Prieto at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota.
We offer him to have the opportunity to have not only a kidney transplant, but at the same time take those large, bothersome kidneys out.
Though Dr. Prieto acknowledged that Gene's were likely the biggest kidneys anyone had ever operated on, he had successfully performed the surgery several times before and was confident he could do the same for Gene.
It wasn't until I came here to the Mayo until I felt very good about this is where I'm going to have the surgery done and this is who's going to do the surgery.
But he still needed a healthy kidney, so he took a unique approach to finding a living donor.
The idea was to create a little bit of humor and to take that and take a serious situation and put a little humor on it that would get people to look at it.
The result was a series of videos about Gene's big, dumb kidneys, and it worked.
It's very moving to meet people and talk to people that they don't even know you, but they're willing to give a kidney. And not for money, not for anything, but just because they have a good heart.
In the end, though, it was someone quite close to Gene who ended up being the best match.
I can only say it's probably God's hand, because I looked for a long time, and he's an amazing guy.
What better thing to do than try and help your brother, right?
Bill McNeese, a business colleague and one of Gene's closest friends, ended up being almost a perfect match. But testing showed McNeese needed to drop some weight.
I was a prime candidate for a heart attack, and so it motivated me to go back to the gym, which I did.
Luckily for McNeese, the guy hoping to get his kidney happened to be a former world-class bodybuilder.
I helped him a little bit with some good diet tips and really kind of give him an idea of how much cardio he would need to do to lose weight.
A few months and 50 pounds later, two best friends lie in neighboring beds preparing to go into surgery.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Probably the most worthwhile thing I've ever done.
Say goodbye to big and dumb.
Showtime. Showtime, bro. Get her done. See ya.
For 12 hours, Dr. Prieto felt his way around Gene's abdomen.
With a laparoscopic procedure, we have freed them out from all the surrounding structures. We have staple across the artery, we have staple across the vein. So they are free floating inside. And at this point, they need to come out, and for them to come out, we need to drain a lot of the fluid out. And sometimes that's kind of a little bit of a kind of aggressive approach, because those kidneys, they're hard to get out, and only by poking a lot of cysts, most of the time I do it with hands, I manage to get them out.
And then, on to the second one. After all of that, only halfway through. Now McNeese's healthy kidney must come out. Dr. Prieto and his team worked quickly to prep the healthy kidney to transplant into Gene.
Just opening my eyes after that kind of thing was amazing. I felt like, I'm alive, and then the next thing was I have a new kidney in me, and my stomach was completely flat. I could see my feet, and I was just blown away.
Blown away by his friend who gave him this gift.
Yeah. Knowing that I'm not going to be on dialysis is just a very big blessing, and obviously my hero made it possible.
One of Gene's two heroes, the other, Dr. Prieto.
One surgery, one day, 2 big kidneys out, 1 kidney in, same guy doing the surgery. That's a superhero right there.
A superhero equally impressed by the resilience of a patient who might well have had the biggest kidneys ever. How big?
We had on the suction canisters about 19 liters of fluid. And that doesn't include all the stuff that we took out, like through the wound and so forth. So they were very large.
This is a story about genes
I love you, buddy.
and family.
Love you too, bro.
Thanks.
For the Mayo Clinic News Network,
That's why we did this.
I'm Ian Roth.